Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. When last we left our heroes, Bakugo got taken away, and they were debating whether or not to go after him. And,
I mean, Midoriya is kind of trash right now, so...
Yeah, his
he's
arm...
like all, like, wrapped up, like...
Yeah. If I'm Eraser, I am literally keeping my eye on that kid all the time, and I'm just like, you are not moving. As soon as he tries to get up, he's like, oh boy, I really need to go to the bathroom. Ah! What did you do? He's like, I know your plan, Midoriya. You're not moving.
He's like all for one inchworm, so he's like using his face and his feet to like scrunch along.
Gosh. And then of course, you have Ida, who's pretty much just like, no, you're not going. And it's like, okay, good luck trying to stop all of us, I guess, because there's a lot of students. I mean, the only thing Ida can do at this point is get together with faculty and just be like, you need to stop them, otherwise they're going to do something stupid.
Well, I mean, they are the main characters of an anime, so it's kind of like, you know.
Yeah, they do suffer from plot armor, which is hard to really argue with, because...
Well, I mean, I don't think we want to watch the show if they're going to listen to their teachers and just, you know, not go do the cool stuff.
Yeah, true. So, overall, this anime is in a very unknown point in its course, because Bakugo is in the hands of the villains, and the villains, I guess, are trying to turn him over to the dark side. It's like, it's good here on the dark side. We have insurance. It's like,
we have cookies.
Yes. We also have...
If we run out of cookies, we can just go to the local store and take all of the cookies we want, and no one will stop us.
You know why? Because we are villains. So, yeah, we're just going to dive headfirst into this. Let's see what happens in this episode. This is From Ida to Midoriya. Here we go.
Come on! He's still within your reach! We can save Bakugo!
You're going to get Momo to make you another receiver, track a bad guy, and then try to save Bakugo all by yourselves?
Yeah. The villains who attacked the camp plan to kill some of us. What we don't know is how long they'll let him live.
Have the two of you lost your minds?
Hey, calm down. We can't let our emotions get the best of us. Right?
We should just leave this to All Might. Mr. Aizawa only gave us permission to fight and use quirks at the training camp.
If you go out there trying to find the bad guys, knowing you're breaking the rules, then you're acting like villains, not heroes.
We talked to Yaoyorozu yesterday. If we're doing this, it's tonight. Look, I know you've got some pretty hardcore injuries, so I don't know if you can go. But I wanted to invite you since you probably feel the worst.
You've done absurd damage to your body in the last few months. Frankly, this is a whole new league of trauma.
You mean I was hurt a lot worse this time?
Usually, a person's body has limiters that keep it from using more than 80% of its power at any given point. But in a crisis situation, it's possible for those limiters to fall away, allowing someone to use 100%. It's bad for your bones and muscles to get battered, of course, but it's worse for your ligaments. Ligaments protect the joints, and yours have seriously degraded. Even just 2 or 3 more times. I don't think you're going to be able to move your arms anymore. For now, focus on rehabilitation. Don't forget, you did save someone. Healing begins in the mind. Try not to worry. Stay positive.
I mean, but what the heck else was he supposed to do in that situation?
I don't know.
I'm sorry I punched you in the balls.
You fiend of a child!
I know you just met me. Please, get better soon so I can thank you in person, okay?
Do you really have to go back to UA?
We would like to request your assistance, sir.
Keep the fabric of society safe.
Hey, what up, Torino? Kamui, Mount Lady. like they're getting a heck of an assault team together.
So how about it? You decide?
I think that...
Hold on.
Ida.
Why are you here? The ones who stopped me when I acted recklessly. Who received amnesty with me after Hosu. Why are you trying to make the same stupid mistakes I made? Didn't you learn?
I know you don't like us breaking rules, but...
Ooh!
I'm frustrated too, and concerned, obviously. When I saw your injuries, all I could think of was my brother in the hospital. What if your bodies end up irreparable, just like his? Because I didn't step in.
You've got it wrong. We don't expect to face them head on and win. We'll get him back without fighting.
Yeah, we'll be stealthy.
Things could always go wrong, so I'll join you as backup. I'll stand behind my classmates.
You can't be serious. If I can still move at all, then I can't just sit still. I have to reach out and do something. Because all I can think about is saving him. We'll never agree. So I'm going to come with you.
After the USJ and Hosu attacks, we thought we'd seen true evil. That the worst was over.
Will you join the League of Villains? Go throw yourself into traffic.
That something far worse was about to begin.
Ida did what he did for vengeance, not for what's right.
Yeah.
Now, Midoriya and all of them, they're doing this to save someone.
Sure.
Not to kill somebody.
Midoriya, I'm sorry. Forgive me.
I have some concerns, Ida. What exactly is your justification for changing your mind and joining us?
Hey, it's fine. You don't need to apologize.
I'm coming because I don't condone your behavior. It's as simple as that. If there's even a hint that physical combat might break out, I'll make you retreat immediately.
A rescue without us fighting. It's not plausible. The others are so driven by frustration that they're blinded. But once they see the situation firsthand and realize how difficult it will be...
Meddling where you don't technically have to is the essence of being a hero.
These criminals already know what we look like, remember? We have to consider that we could be attacked at any moment.
Yeah, you're right. Stealth mode.
Standing out even more, Midoriya.
I have an idea, though it is a bit old school.
Fool! What you looking at?
What you looking at, huh?
This is me.
Now we blend in perfectly.
I feel so ridiculous.
It looks like a buff Mater D.
I don't know. I kind of dig it.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
What did you pox? Get it
That's
all
all wrong. You gotta stick your chin out more.
You talking
Bombshell Midoriya.
We're just a few scoundrels cruising for hot girls!
Wow.
Rozu, couldn't you have used your quirk for this to save money?
Well, technically, but that's against the rules. If I started making everything, think of the impact on the economy.
So the rich girl just wants to go shopping, huh?
Figures.
Everyone, our destination is this way.
Whoa, it's UA Hart.
Let's return to a short clip from the UA High School press conference. A recent incident allowed harm to come to 27 first-year heroes. And we staff were ill-prepared. We take responsibility for any trauma caused by our negligence.
Since the beginning of the year, UA students have had 4 encounters with villains. This time there were students who were gravely injured. How did you explain this to their families? And what are some of the specific steps you're taking to ensure their safety in the future?
They just want him to look bad. They're treating them like villains.
The safety of UA students is our main priority. Make no mistake about it.
What are these dudes thinking?
They're gonna get those kids killed.
People were turning against heroes. And if we didn't do something, it was just going to get worse.
It's not like they're supposed to be perfect. Modern-day heroes sure have it rough. Don't you think, Bakugo? What is a hero? What is justice? Is this society truly fair? Soon, everyone will be asking. That's when we'll know we've won. Dobby, let him go. Huh?
You know he'll just fight.
It's fine. We're recruiting him, so we should treat him as an equal. He's smart enough to know he can't take us all, right? After all, UA students are so clever. Everyone here has suffered because of people, rules, and heroes who try to hold us back. I'm sure you're the same.
You severely underestimate.
Basically, what you're saying is you want to cause some trouble and you want me to join you. Well, screw you.
Damn.
Did you see what he just did? Man, it doesn't get any cooler than All Might.
I like to win. I want to win just like All Might. No matter what you have to offer me. That will never change, do you understand?
Father. I wonder what he means by that. Like, father. Does that hand belong to his dad?
I mean, I don't really care about Shigaraki that much. I don't think he's that interesting. I'm more interested in Bakugo's response that he's just like, yeah, he's like, I'm angry and I want to win, but
I'm
still not going to join you. I don't know if that necessarily makes him a good guy, but I mean,
I think
at least he has some sense of honor under all that
rage,
madness.
Yeah. I mean, okay.
I forgot about him. Like they did show that like a while back, which him as a kid being like, "All Might's the coolest" and stuff. So.
I mean, that's like the classic trap, though. Like power for the sake of power, corrupting people. I mean, that's a very easy thing. I don't know. I mean, good on him. I thought it would have been cool if he did go dark. Honestly.
Well,
I mean, that's how you raise some stakes, but
Yeah, at one point I can understand it, but the stakes are being raised anyway because the public is turning against heroes. The public is seeing heroes as a privileged group that is effectively shunning away everyone else who isn't like them. Now, to a certain degree, I can see why people would think that, but at the same time, the heroes are not responsible for all of the pain and blight in the world, and that it's multiple facets and people, and the media doesn't talk about that. The media in this doesn't talk about how it's multiple things that drive like crime and drive things to be bad, but yet the media only focuses on the heroes because they cast the biggest shadow. And it's effectively the same thing. Like, don't get me wrong, cops are not perfect. I have my problems with police officers, but at the same time, they are not the cause of all the blight in the world, and people who protest cops just for the sake of protesting cops is not very intelligent. Now, police brutality, which I've witnessed, is a very, very bad thing. But you have to understand that there's multiple facets of the system that we live in that can be changed to benefit the individual to make life better for everybody. But yet, people don't want to think about that. They want to just throw blanket verdicts down on things that they don't understand. I mean, I think that's what's happening here. Everyone's throwing down the blanket verdict on UA High School as being the reason why, and heroes as a whole being the reason why things are bad, why things are terrible, because the media only focuses on all the bad stuff that that's happened under this most recent batch of UA heroes. It makes them seem like they don't care about protecting their own people, let alone the populace. So, by that logic, I mean, it's very weird. It's very weird, how people's perceptions can be warped like that.
I just thought of something.
What'd you think of?
Okay, so they took a precaution to try to protect the kids at the summer camp, which was telling very few people where the fuck they were.
Yeah.
But somehow the villains still knew where they were. And what's the ways that a villain could find out something like that? Usually because there's a mole. Someone on the inside.
Isn't that what President Mike was saying?
Yeah, they were saying that there is
he was thinking that somebody spilled the beans.
Trying to think through all the people that did know. There's one particular character that pops into my head that didn't really have a whole lot of interactions or anything with anybody, and kind of just went poof the minute the villains attacked, and is supposedly, injured / possibly killed and stuff. That one pussycat girl.
Oh.
What if she's like, I don't know. She seemed like she had kind of one of those like zany type of personalities or something, and maybe that's a facade.
I mean, in this world, like a mind control quirk is totally plausible.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different ways that they could have found out.
How would they know who to mind control?
I mean,
ahead of time, because they wouldn't really know who's going to know and where they're going.
Very true.
So she'd almost have to be working with them, and that's my current fan theory. If they haven't revealed that yet, I don't know, but it's just like maybe that girl actually leaked the info to them.
Maybe.
Thus far, we still have no idea how they knew. They didn't say.
No, they're assuming that it's a member of the staff at UA, but it could be one of the outlying heroes that they brought in for protection. But then again, we don't know.
I'm thinking through the staff, and I'm thinking like, who would be the most likely to seem like they could turn villain at a point or something. And I can't really think of any besides maybe the gray-haired dude, but he seems pretty cool too, though. So I don't know.
King Vlad?
Is that his name?
The one with the blood?
He was overseeing the ones from Class A that were behind. Like
yeah.
Yeah.
That was King Vlad. Okay. King Vlad, I don't know. He strikes me as a person who was dedicated to taking care of the kids, because
that's what I thought too.
Yeah, he took on Dobby and he pretty much, or the clone of Dobby, and pretty much destroyed him.
Yeah.
I mean, there is what's-his-face from Class B that has a total hate on for Class A.
Maybe.
The blonde-haired kid. I can't remember his name.
I just call him asshat, because that's literally what he acts like. He's an asshat.
I don't know. He doesn't seem like he's like to the point that he seems like he just wants to see him humiliated, not the fact that he wants him to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think this is like Rise of Skywalker levels of petty.
Oh. That's why I'm just super suspicious of the one that wasn't seen ever fighting with any of the villains, like right now, because I was just like,
Yeah, I'm racking my brain too, thinking who it could be.
Did they actually find her, or is she still missing?
She's still missing.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's her.
Could very well be.
We'll have to see. But for right now, we're going to end this one here, guys. This was My Hero Academia Season 3 episode... Crap. Where they count them differently on this.
I edited 6 last night.
Okay, this is 8. This is episode 8.
I would have just given up and say, this is from Ida to Midoriya.
Yeah. This is from Ida to Midoriya, yeah. So, yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed this. And if you want to see the full version of this, you know what to do. Check out our Patreon. And also, if you want to see next week's episode, if you're watching this on YouTube right now, it's available right now. So, feel free to check it out there. And I guess until next time, everybody, signing off, I'm Nate.
Micah.
I'm Nick.
And we'll see you all in the next one, everybody. Peace out.